Hey everybody, it's Matt. Welcome back to the channel. So here in front of me, I have two different brands of light kits because I get this question asked pretty much all the time. And that's, Matt, what light kits do you use in your Lego city, or what brand of light kit do you recommend we should use? So I thought, hey, why don't we do a little comparison video and actually see what the difference is between two different light kits. Now, I've been lighting up my Lego and my Lego city for the past 10 years. So yes, I have used a bunch of different light kits. Now, obviously my go-to light kit brand is Light My Bricks, which is one of the light kits we are going to compare to today. They are obviously a more high-end, more expensive light kit on the market, and we're going to compare it to a sort of a more budget-friendly, cheaper light kit that's on the market. And this will give us a good idea to see exactly why they are priced the way they are and what the difference is between the components and all that fun stuff. So I thought the best Lego set that we should try this on would be the Shopping Street Modular, which just came out last month. Obviously, you guys know I love collecting modulars. We are building a Lego city, so I thought this would just work perfectly for the video. And both of these light kits are specific for the Shopping Street. They are kits for the Shopping Street. So we're just going to check out what the components look like, how the wiring sits underneath the tiles, all that kind of stuff. And then in the end, just see what you guys think overall. And hopefully this does maybe give you a bit of an insight on what light kit you should invest in or use in your Lego set or Lego city. So without further ado, let's go in and check out these light kits. All right, so we'll kick off with opening up both the boxes and taking out all the components, laying them out next to each other and see visually what the difference is. Okay, so straight off the bat, we can see both light kits have organized numbered bags, which I think is fantastic. The last thing you want is to get a light kit with just all these components, which is gonna make it a lot harder for you to light up your Lego set. Now, being that they're numbered bags, obviously, as you're following the instructions and lighting up your Lego set, you can open up the correct bag and it will have the components for you to work your way through the Lego set. Now, obviously, all instructions nowadays are pretty common to find online, so that makes it easier for you to open it up on your tablet or Android and just follow the guide as you light up your Lego. Now, let's open these packs up and really scatter out all the components and get a little bit more of an in-depth look at what they look like. Okay, so now that we've laid all the components out, we can start to see a bit more of the difference between the two. So we'll start off, for example, with the street lamps. This one here uses the traditional street lamp that does come with the modular building, which is fine, and they have a LED running through the stem. Whereas Light My Bricks have gone with a more modern looking street lamp. Again, it has the LED light running through the stem, and it also comes in black. And yes, you can also get it in white, so you can choose what color you prefer throughout your Lego city. But obviously, doesn't really matter too much about the design of the actual street lamp. Where the difference is going to be the cabling that comes out from the bottom. So Light My Bricks have this really nice flat black cable with a thin plug on the end of it. And also they label their cables or their lights so you know exactly what it is, and you marry that up to the instructions when you're following the guide. So this one is a street lamp with it's just a 30 centimeter long cable. So again, it just gives you a good clarity of what type of cable or light it is and how long it actually is going to be. Whereas this one here has the traditional twisted wiring, which many brands use, and it's also got a thick plug at the end of it. So it'll be interesting to see how this does sit under a tile, which we'll have a look at in just a moment. Okay, so next up, we're gonna have a look at their expansion boards. So you can see this one here has the traditional ports on top and also a thin double-sided tape so you can stick it underneath or on the side of the building once you've added your wires in, and it is quite small. In comparison to Light My Bricks, which is a huge, chunky looking, we'll say almost like a brick, but there's a reason for that. And you're probably thinking, oh, but I'll just go the small one. It'll be easier, more discreet to hide. Yes, you could be right, but I will explain to you why the size of this expansion board is the way it is. Now, Light My Bricks have included and designed this studded panel or clip that clicks underneath the expansion dock. So when you go to add it underneath one of the buildings, it will stay there and you won't have to worry about double-sided tape falling off. It can basically click anywhere you need to underneath a plate, or if it's going on the bottom of the base plate, you take this part off and it just goes straight into the studs. So that design already, I think, is great, and it does take away from the fact that it is slightly bigger, but it is much easier to conceal and also mount either on the bottom or inside the building. Okay, next up, we're gonna have a look at the LED strips between both brands and see what the difference is. Starting off with this one here, you can see the LED strips are all daisy chained together, and then you've also got these single LEDs that are also linked up to it. Now, one thing I don't really like about this, unfortunately, is the fact that you don't have much freedom or flexibility if you need to move the LED strips further underneath the building. And then you've also got this very, very small plug, again, which doesn't leave you much room to extend if you needed to. Now, the other concern I have is if one of these cables do snap off, then most likely the rest of the LEDs will cut off and they won't stay on. So not having them individually plugged in. So if something does go wrong or one LED stops working, at least the rest of the building will stay on. Now, yes, it's really great that these wires are thin because obviously you want to be able to not see them. And if you need to hide them under tiles or bricks, you can. But I feel they are just a little too thin, and I feel that once you do put a brick or something under there, they will run the risk of snapping. So props to them being thin, but I reckon they could have been a bit more durable, so that way you don't have to worry about crimping them or once you're putting another brick, damaging the wiring. So now taking a look at Light My Bricks' one, it is called a media light, which is again an LED strip. And you've also got the same design as the expansion dock, which is the double studded plate that you can put underneath. So you can easily mount it underneath the modular building, or you can also take it off and add it on the studs. Now, the good thing with this is you've got a fork opening on either side. So when it comes time to connect the media lights together, that's where you use one of these expansion cables. In this case, they've labeled it, like I said earlier, and it's a 30-centimeter cable, or you can use a 15-centimeter cable, depending on what part of the building you're lighting up. And the good thing is you can use this fork and you don't have to worry about it going whichever way. Usually, especially with the other brand, it's only one way that you can actually plug it in. So in this case, if I plug it in this way, it will go in. If I pull it apart and I pull it in this way and flip it around, it goes in. So you don't have to worry about working out which way the cabling needs to be plugged in. It'll go in whichever way you decide to put it in. And then again, you've got the freedom of expanding or extending the cable. You can leave it bunched up, or you can pull it out a little bit more if you need it to make it longer, but you've got that flexibility to do that. Whereas if we move back to this one, this is all you've got to work with. And I feel that that is what is going to restrict you the most. And again, if you go to plug this in, there is only one way it will go in. So if you go that way, it won't go, it goes in this way. But if I was to flip it upside down, the chances are it's not going to go, and you can see there. So you can see it's upside down, and you're going to have to try and work out which way it goes. So this can be a little bit frustrating and confusing, especially for anyone that hasn't lit up a Lego set before and you're a beginner. This will make it a little bit more challenging and difficult. Now, something unique Light My Bricks does, which many other brands, including this one, don't do, is wireless connectors. So essentially they sit one underneath and one on top of the modular building, and they connect like that. So once you remove a section of the build and they disconnect, the rest of the building will still remain on, while that level that you've taken off is the only thing that switches off. This allows you to still be able to access and remove the modular building without worrying about wires getting in the way or having to unplug wires in order to get inside the modular building, which I think is a game changer. And since I've added these into my modulars, I can take the levels off whenever I want. I can add minifigs, take minifigs out, video or film inside the modular building, and it is just super easy. So this is definitely a standout feature that Light My Bricks has, which I absolutely love. Now, when it comes as far as the USB cables and powering it up, This one here obviously has a really long wiring, which is great. So you can extend it right down underneath the table, or if you're raising your modular, this is really good to give you some length. Again, it's the traditional twisted wire, so it might be a little bit hard to hide and be discreet. And then you've got this on and off button, which I think is great. Again, it might be a little bit frustrating to try and hide this especially when you're trying to put this in a Lego city. But I guess if you are just running it on a battery or a USB bank, turning it on and off will give you a simple and easy way without having to unplug this at all times. Now, like my bricks one, again, it's very small and simple. You've got a USB-C connector, so you can plug it into a USB-C, or it goes straight into a USB-A adapter. And then you've got the 2-pin, which the fork goes in, and you can extend the length from 50 to 60 centimeters. And I think that's pretty good. Again, it's a flat wire, so naturally you can hide this if you need to underneath a tile or a brick. Now, something that I found in the Light My Bricks kit, which I didn't find in the other one, was this little guy here. And obviously you can see exactly what it is. It's a little clip, and this is used to bunch up any excess cabling that you might have after you've finished completing lighting up your modular building. And you basically put the wires in there and then you clamp it shut. And then again, you can either mount it on the studs on the base plate, or you've got this little guy here, which is your double-sided plate, which clips in, and then you can mount it underneath the bottom level of the building. So I think that is a pretty neat way to cable manage all your wiring as you're going along and lighting up your Lego set. So first up, we have the Light My Bricks modern lamp to try. So we'll add it here and then get our tile and sit it straight over the top. And you can see straight away that the tile sits pretty much flush, and you cannot even tell that there is a wire going through underneath the building. Okay, so now we have our traditional street lamp from the other brand Light Kit. So let's go ahead and put that right here just for testing purposes, and grab our tiles and see exactly how it sits. Okay, so off the bat, you can see that this tile will not sit flush with the thicker twisted wire from this Light Kit brand as opposed to the Light My Bricks one. And no matter how much I seem to push it, it just won't stay flush. So you will know, or you'll notice that you have got wiring and cabling going through your Lego set. Now, real quick, I just wanted to show you guys the brightness between the two street lamps in particular. So you can see that the Light My Bricks one, in my opinion, is a bit more vibrant and a bit crisper looking as far as color goes. Whereas this one here, it's a bit more like blurrier, or it just looks just a bit louder in my opinion. So yeah, again, this is a personal choice, but yeah, both of them, look, brightness wise, they are both quite bright. I just think that the Light My Bricks one is a bit more of a vibrant, crisper looking finish. Now, one last thing I noticed between the two light kits was that Light My Bricks allows you to light the shopping street as you build it, which I think is fantastic, because essentially it kills two birds with one stone, and you don't have to go back later and start pulling apart the build in order to get the lights in. Now, they do have that option if you want to do that later on, so whichever way you want to do it is your choice. I've tried both ways, and I definitely think that lighting it up as I'm building it was way quicker and a lot easier, because I could just lay all the wiring and then put the tiles, for example, on the base plate. I didn't have to go pop off tiles later on. So it was quicker for me, and I found it a lot easier. And that's something that I noticed that no other brands, including this one, have got that option. So Light My Bricks is the only ones that do that. And I think that's a real game changer in my opinion. But again, it might not be a deal breaker for some. It comes down to a personal choice. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for hanging out and talking Light Kits with me. Please remember to hit the subscribe button on your way out. Also, give this video a big thumbs up if you did like it, and feel free to leave a comment down below and let me know your thoughts or opinion on these two different Light Kits. Also, make sure you keep an eye out for next week's video, because we are doing a full Lego City tour, which hasn't been done since we moved into the new studio, and we have done quite a lot of work. So I can't wait to show you guys. Make sure you got your notifications on, because you don't want to miss it. But Until then, I hope you guys have a great day. Stay safe. Remember to always keep creating, and we'll catch you in the next video. See ya.